pockets for pillows in the Chevy. It's like a dolly, low hitting heavy.
I like that. Do it again.
Welcome back. I could not be more excited. I could not be more excited to make this video. I hope you guys are excited. I missed you guys. I missed seeing the comments. It's been far too long. I've been so busy doing something. As you could probably tell by the title, I got a sick one for you today. We're gonna be doing the Rising Sun hood, right? And I'm not a big fan of seeing the car in the body shop, but when it's for something like this, you know, it's gonna be a fun one. We're gonna start tearing down this hood right now, and we're gonna get this sucker taped up. The longest part about this process that I'm gonna be doing right now is going to be the taping, because the taping is very intricate just because of all the lines. And that's really it, but it's just you'll see what I'm saying as I'm going through the ropes here. But let's get this hood off. Oh, take one last look. Take one last look while it's nice and black, because it's about to be sick. Let's do it.
I've seen things that you wouldn't believe. I was lost until I found that I'm invincible. Nobody gonna bring me down.
That is a beautiful piece of art. I cannot wait to see how this is gonna look. So, what we gotta do now is we gotta gut these fins.
Here we go.
All right, so forgot I was still zoomed in there. Okay, now we have everything gutted, which is great. Now what we're gonna do is take a scuff pad. I'm gonna use a red scuff pad, which is a much more aggressive one. It makes deeper scratches. Take this, scuff the entire hood. I'm gonna scuff every square inch of this, right? And then we could finally do the taping, but I also do have to get rid of this. I didn't turn the air on, that's what I was doing before. I was just drilling out all the two little rivets for their C-bond plate. So, I'm gonna get this thing scuffed, then I'm gonna take it, spray on my Bulldog, which is an adhesive promoter, right? And then I could paint right over this, because again, I'm not gonna go too crazy and prime the entire inside of this and do all that. It's too deep, these scratches, for a primer to do anything to, and obviously it is not worth doing any sort of body work, grinding, sanding on the inside of this. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, they did a very, very thick job with all of their, I'm guessing this is either like a seam sealer or maybe they just resined. Oh yeah, it's resin. I see the fiberglass in there. But like, look at this. Very, very choppy. Not even worth it for me. Let's get into scuffing. It is now time for the longest part of this whole process, which is going to be the taping. I have a little bit of Prep-Sol on here. All I'm doing is just rubbing it right along the edge where I'm going to be using my striping tape, just to make sure it is fully clean, degreased, and de-dusted, because I want to make sure this tape sticks, because if it comes off, then the colors are going to be getting on the hood, the front of the hood, the face of it, and that, I don't want that. I'm going to avoid that. Well, that stinks.
To the end of the day, I
finally ready to throw some paint on this thing. Let's get it in the booth. Let's go mix up some Bulldog. Now this is the fun part. So, the picture that I'm going off of, it's right here. And this is what we're gonna try and replicate. So, to make this circle, right, I just took a piece of wire. You could use a piece of string, you could use anything, just as long as you have a pencil and you have anything that you can pretty much adjust to whatever size you want. I'm just gonna take this, pin this right here, and then just go like so. Can you guys see that? Let me bring it, because I don't even think you could see what I'm doing.
I want you to stay.
Let's go.
I want you to stay. I want you to stay.
Moment of truth. Let's untape this thing out. That is one sick looking hood. And now it is time for the very, very last step. Until I can put it on and it's clearing it. Let's go and mix up some clear so this thing has all night to dry, because I do have a car meet that I'm going to on Sunday and I would like to have it on and I would like to be able to open it. Let's go mix up some clear. Let's go shoot some clear. Let's go take a look at it. It came out so good. You could see the little pearl in there. I still kept obviously the stamp for C-Bond. Now, I'm gonna show you guys the craziest part about it, right? Number one, at night when you have a good light, everything always looks good. But let me show you just how crazy this looks. Oh, it's so hard for you guys to see. Now you can kind of see all that pearl that's in there. This came out so crazy. This idea came like quite literally the middle of the night. I put a little bit of red pearl in there and a dot of gold pearl in there. That's what gives you that little bit of pop, not in the white though. The white is just some white pearl. This, you can really see it. All that pearl. It's almost like a candy. It came out so good. It came out so good. I'm gonna let this thing dry for the rest of the night, and then I'm gonna be back here in the morning, bright and early, with the soupity doopity, and we are gonna throw this thing back on. That way, the next morning, we can go to a car meet and show everyone a nice, new, rising sun hood. Flash to the morning. We're doing it. We are on a time crunch, because somebody has some work. I got it off myself. Go on the other side. You got the weight? I don't know. Okay, we'll be back. That looks crazy. What?
I don't think so.
That was rude. Oh my God. There was a lot of rushing going on there, so I'm sorry that I wasn't talking as much as I usually am, because someone did comment that I apparently talk too much, so maybe you would have enjoyed this a little bit more than the other ones because there was a little less talking. But nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun, even though I unfortunately was on a little bit of a time crunch here to get this thing done, but it turned out sick. It turned out absolutely sick. I finally have a good reason to open up the engine bay, and yes, I got this thing back on, the C-Bond tag. I made sure the tag in the back was still visible, so I taped that thing up properly. The bolts are painted a little bit in the back, right over here. So that's all done. I do have a couple of good ideas that I want to get done, just like this one, all spur of the moment. Like I quite literally, you could ask Tori. I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes and I write these down because they just come to me. I'm sleeping, they come to me. I need to wake myself up to write them down because I want to do them. Same thing as the intake. All spur of the moment ideas that I quite literally woke up from the middle of the night to write down to make sure I can make them happen. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.